Biology Class 10 Revision. Good morning, students. So, from last session, last day, we are revising the chapter. We have started second chapter, that is cell cycle, cell division, and the structure of chromosome. So today again we'll revise that same chapter. Today we'll start our lesson with the structure of chromosomes. Structure of chromosome. Each chromosome in its condensed form only visible during the cell division, means when a cell enter into its M phase or the division phase. So just prior the M phase or division phase, the chromatin fiber condense to become short and thick structure known as chromosomes. Once more, when a cell enters into the M phase or division phase, so just prior to the entry of the cell into the M phase or division phase, chromatin fiber condensed to become short and thick structures known as chromosome. Clear? Each chromosome consists of two chromatids. So these two are the chromatids of a chromosome. Chromatids. These two chromatids are known as sister chromatids. And these two sister chromatids join at some point along the length. So these two chromatids joined at certain point along the length is called centromere. So centromere is the point of attachment between the two sister chromatids. Centromere is the point of attachment in between the two sister chromatids, and it appears as a small constriction. It appears as a small constriction. So it is small constricted region. So this is the small constricted region, and this region is called centromere, which is the point of attachment between the two sister chromatids. Clear, all of you? After the completion of the cell division, when a cell produce two daughter cell and two daughter cell enter into the resting phase, it recondenses into thread-like structures known as chromatin fiber. Clear, all of you? The next topic, genes. What are genes? So genes are a specific sequence of nucleotide on chromosome that include particular protein which express in the form of some particular features of the body. Genes. So this is a specific sequence of nucleotide. A single strand of DNA is a long sequence of nucleotide. So here not the single strand, both the strand, because two nucleotide unit constitutes one base pair. So the genes are the specific sequence of nucleotide on a chromosome. A specific sequence of, suppose here, it is a specific sequence of nucleotide, a specific sequence of nucleotide. And this specific sequence of nucleotide encode particular protein which express in the form of this encode particular protein. Encode particular protein means a particular sequence can constitute a particular protein with the help of amino acids, and this protein is responsible for the expression of certain character in the body. That's why genes are responsible for the expression of a particular character in the body. If it is homologous chromosome or if it is chromosome, then here there are two genes, one first and the second. Both the genes are related to a particular character. So either of the two genes will express, because in case of one pair, one is said to be dominant and other is said to be recessive. So whatever genes are the specific sequence, so these are the genes that encode for a particular protein, and that protein responsible for the expression of a particular character in the body. Clear all of you? Okay. Now need for new cell, new topic. So this is a long discussion, but dear student, you have to only learn the main points. The topic is need for new cells. This topic can be replaced by significance of mitosis, can be replaced by what are the significance of cell division. Again can be replaced by new topic, why a cell divide. So we have four different patterns: need for new cells, significance of mitosis, significance of cell division, or why a cell divide. So there are four different. So do not confuse with the different pattern of the question. And once more, need for new cell, significance of mitosis, significance of cell division, or why a cell divide. All these are the similar topic, and the only answer for four different patterns of question is for growth, repair, replacement, and reproduction. Growth, repair, replacement, and reproduction. These are the four different significance, need, reasons, cell division. Clear? So why growth? Because new cells divide. For example, if a living plant or animal will increase in height, that is due to the division of more and more cell. When more and more cells added, the height will extend. Repair. Sometimes we get injured and that injured cells are replaced by new cells produced by the cell division. Replacement. Some body cells, especially the blood cells, do not divide. They are replaced by new cells produced by the bone marrow cells because blood cells have a limited lifespan and reproduction. Here, a cell divides into two daughter cells, for example amoeba, or we can say that the unicellular organism, they reproduce by means of mitosis. Mitosis only produce cells for growth, repair, replacement, but here this is exception. If it is unicellular, then unicellular animal reproduce by means of mitosis, but we human beings are the multicellular animal, so reproduction by means of meiosis. So whatever, these are the four significance of cell division. Clear all of you? So next day we'll revise cell cycle. Clear? Okay, have a good day. Go through the book because questions may comes from inside or from the exercise of your book. Clear? Okay, have a good day.